Hey guys, so the next step we're going to go ahead and do is create the player. So we're going to hover over, choose a sprite. We're going to click on our paint tool. And we're going to rename this player. So now that we're done creating the sprite for the player, we're going to go ahead and create a bit of artwork, because the way that this game works is you have the mouse and the player follows the mouse. And we want to make sure that we have different directions that this player could possibly point at. So we're going to go ahead and make a regular side profile, which we're going to rename this costume just so that we know what it's called. We're going to call this right. So you guys can go ahead and create whatever character you want. I do suggest making it easier and having a character facing the right-hand side to help with the art and with the look for it. So for me, since let's say I have a jungle theme, I'm just going to go ahead and make a butterfly. So I'm just going to go ahead and make one. And since it's facing the right-hand side, I'm just going to make the wings only on one side. And again, you guys can pretty much make whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this. And to help give the effect, the butterfly is flapping its wings on one side, I'm just going to go ahead and make another one and make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to make the color a little bit darker. And I'm just going to do the last bit of thing. Okay. So you guys can spend more time with it to create whatever you guys want. But once you're done creating your player, I'm just going to select all different pieces and just make sure that I place my character to the center. So now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and create a different version. So I'm going to duplicate this. And this version is going to go above my right. And I'm going to call this right eat. And to make it look like my player is eating something, I'm going to go ahead and change the face a little bit so it looks like it has a mouth by adding 2 dots and then opening this up to make it look like it's going to go ahead and eat something, which is part of the game. So now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and create another version, which is going to be the left. So to make this, we're just going to go ahead and duplicate both of them, both the right and right eat, and I'm going to go ahead and put them above, so it's going to be right right 2 at the very top, and right eat 2 right above it. This right 2 I'm going to change to left. And for this one, all I need to do is with my select tool, select the entire character. I'm going to go ahead and flip it vertically so it's upside down. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here, but instead of right eat, I'm going to call this left eat. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, select everything, flip it vertically. So now that I have that, I have one for left and one for right. The last thing I want to do is have one where my player has lost. So I'm going to duplicate the right. I'm going to go ahead and rename this right game over. And I'm going to go ahead and do something to make it look like my character has lost. So maybe the antennas are a little bit down. And maybe some of the wings are kind of falling off my player because they've lost. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, and then I'm going to rename this left. Game over, and same thing, I'm selecting everything, and I'm just going to flip it vertically. And with that, I am done creating all the costumes that I'll need for my player. Make sure to rename the costumes exactly as how you see them here, just so that it's easy to follow when it comes time to coding.